welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. I know it's very, very dramatic. What can I say? It matches my personality. Am I right? Yes, I am. I'm always right. I'm always so right. No, I'm not. I want to say to create this look right here that I have on my face today, you know it's my face, you know it's my look, you know, then of course keep on watching. My intros get weirder and weirder. I just realized that. I am wearing a little bit of eyeliner and mascara right now because I just came in from going out and I did not want to go into the trouble of taking that stuff off. So that's why I'm here in front of you today wearing a little bit of makeup. So yeah, I'll be using the Naked Smoky palette for my eyes today, and specifically I'm going to be using this matte whiskey color right here. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like this chocolatey warm brown shade. Really in love with it. I'm actually getting ready to film a eyeshadow palette declutter video soon, but I don't want to do it until I've actually gone through most, if not all, of the eyeshadow palettes in my collection and try them out again. I just want to make sure that I go through each eyeshadow and try and not only just swatch it, but also put it on my eyes and see if I like it. Just, you know, that sort of thing. I want to reintroduce myself to some new products, which is why I decided to use this palette right here, because when it first came out I was in love with it, but then I stopped using it and I want to try and use it again. You know what I'm saying? So hence the usage of this palette in this tutorial. It's looking really choppy right now, so I'm just going to go into this brush right here. This is a Morphe M505 brush, and I'm going to be dipping it into Combust, which is this shade right here. I'm just going to run this into my crease, and hopefully this will help me blend things out a little bit more easily. Alright, going back into the whiskey shade, I'm going to be taking the same brush I was using earlier, the Morphe E17, and I'm just going to go over my lid with this. I just want to really deepen that shade and make it even more rich. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush, and I'm using this to pick up this shade called Dagger. This was one of my most favorite shades when I first got this palette. I used it all the time, and it's just like one of those more unique like blue-gray shades that you don't really see that often. This is going on the outer half of my eyelid. And oh, what the hell, I'm just going to put it in as well, so it's kind of all over my eyelid, but not really. We'll just see how this works out. Now I'm going to go back into Whiskey, which was that brown shade, and I'm just going to use this color to help feather in Dagger. I don't want this look to be like a dagger look. I don't want this to be like just about the blues. I also want to inject a little bit of brown in there, which is why I'm going over with the whiskey shade. I'm just popping some into the outer corner as well. Then you get that depth, hopefully, see. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using my Fiona Stiles Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. I have loved this for years. It is such a good foundation, but I wasn't able to use it on YouTube for a long while, just until recently, because of the fact that they actually took Fiona Stiles out of Ulta. They were originally in Ulta. I'm thinking it's because they weren't getting a lot of sales, which really, really sucked. But I was like really disappointed, and I think a lot of other people were, because if you try this foundation, if you actually try it, it is absolutely phenomenal. So when they were like, sorry, but we can't sell this foundation at Ulta anymore, and the brand doesn't have its own website, or didn't have its own website at the time and couldn't sell on there either, I feel like a lot of people, myself included, were very disappointed, and we're just like hoarding our like bottles of Fiona Stiles foundation like obsessively, because we were so bummed out about that. But then they finally released it on this like really off the radar website. You can just find it by just typing in Fiona Stiles Matte Foundation Concentrate, and that's where you can buy it, and I'm so happy. They have a matte one, and then they have a luminous one, and I haven't tried the luminous one, but the matte one is absolutely bomb. Okay, I'm going in with Whiskey again, and this time I'm just going to sweep this into my lower lash line. I just really want to smoke that shit. Now I'm going to go into this very tiny brush, the Morphe M506, and I'll be using this to pick up this shade called Password right here. It's like this grayish, brownish transition color, and I'll just be running this into my crease. I specifically want to try and blend out that inner part of my eyelid, but I don't want to be using a thick brush. I just want to use like a thin one like this. This brush I feel like is really ideal for like just really getting into the crevices of my eyelid and just blending out those little areas that need to be blended. I want to mix Slanted and Armor together, these two shades, and I want to put them in my inner corner. I think that's what I want to do. These two shades in general are so incredibly beautiful, so I feel like they'll be perfect for my inner corner. It's still looking as reflective as I was planning on it being, but that's okay because there's this shade called High, which is this one right here, and I think I'll just pop some of this on top. Yeah, that's a lot better. Well, I think when I first bought this palette, I was using High as a highlight because it is really beautiful for that. I want to go back in with the Morphe M506 brush and just help diffuse that highlight shade because I don't want it to be like just going all the way into the inner part of my eyelid. I feel like that's going to be a little bit too much. But I feel like I want to go for some glitter because this isn't cutting it for me. This isn't enough. I want to go with some glitter, and I will be using the Stila Magnificent Metals glitter in the shade Molten Midnight. And to apply it, sorry, it is noisy as food out there, but to apply it, I'll be using this e.l.f. concealer brush. This is a really tiny brush, and I'll just be taking this off of the applicator, just putting it onto, well, mainly the inner part of my eyelid. I don't want it to be too like perfect, so I'm just going to diffuse it a little with my fingers. It's looking really blingy so far. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of some winging with my eyeliner. So I'll be using this liner, by the way. This is from Maybelline. It's the EyeStudio Gel Liner in the shade Blackest Black. Okay, so I think I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line. I'm not really into it right now. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the Laura Mercier Eye Caviar stick in the shade Plum. And I'm just running this on my lower lash line. And then before it sets, I'm going to be taking a pencil brush, if I can find one. Yeah, this will do. And I'll just be smoking out my lower lash line. Now I'm just doing my brows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade, the same thing I always use. And then I'm just going to be putting on some mascara, and for lashes I'm going to be using the Iconic Lights from House of Lashes. Okay, so now for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is absolutely bomb. I love it. I would use it all the time, and I've already gone through one of these, and this is my second one. And when I went through that first one, I went through it. I basically hit pan and then just went through every single little grain until there was like a little piece of like the original product, like just like hanging around on there, like just on the edge of the pan, and then it fell out, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to get a new one. I mean, when you really just go through a product, that's when you know it is absolutely beautiful. The only issue that I have with this is the awful shade range. They just never really seem to have a good shade range, and that kind of frustrates me because I want to talk about this, I want to rave about it, but some people can't wear it because the shade range is so bad, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be wearing this Dior highlight. This is beautiful. It's the Dior Nude Air Luminizer in the shade number 1. I love this so much. I haven't worn it in a while though, but I remember I especially love wearing this with silver eyeshadows just because it has like that cool undertone. For lips, I'm using this lip pencil from Bite. It's in the shade 36. And then I'm going in with the Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Bel Air. I want to make this glossier, so I think I'll go with the Fenty Beauty Glossbomb Glass in the shade Fenty Glow. I have to get some more of this because I am running out. So that is pretty much the end of this makeup look. This is what the finished look looks like. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll be seeing you guys in another video. Bye guys.